is Red Eye.
Welcome back to Red Eye. If you are just joining us, where have you been? We've had 4 lovely stories by the panelists. Chukudi has decided to be a gladiator from Sparta today. Big Jeff has found his wife, but he says it is still a work in progress. Ginika has decided to leave only Egypt and go to other parts of the world, but she's claiming that she's not joining Navy as one of the parts of the world.
No, I don't have any.
But anyway, it is still Red Eye, and we still have some more lovely stories for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the ride. All right. So who's taking it next? Ginika.
I am. So moving away from snakes and
why you
all
doing
of
as
the
if you are
Kinga-filled people or men. I have this El Colacho, El Salto del Colacho, or what some people might refer to as the baby jump in Spain. So they have this ritual where all the babies born within a certain period of time, a year practically, within a year, are placed on a mattress, and they have a man dressed as the devil in a devil's costume coming down, and he jumps over the babies. Now, this ritual is supposed to absorb the evils, like cleanse the children of their sins. And as he jumps over, he's jumping over and leaving with their sins
on the children.
Yes, so it's a ritual that is practiced there. And, in as much as it is very weird, but it's, you get to ask yourself questions, a lot of questions like how we stand, because I hear that it started a long time before Christianity came. So when Christianity came, they had to find a way to merge it so that the people of Spain would accept Christian religion and all of that. So here's a video for El Colacho.
Once a year, we'll let you know when we'll take you there.
The devil will come, jump over the top of them, and he passes over the original sin, taking account and be removed from them. Roberto says, you know what, at this part of the run, I'm really glad that my baby's on the front of the match, because if the devil wipes out, he'll just take out the last 3 kids.
Jump the baby!
Clap for that one. So mistakenly now, if he falls and his knee lands on the baby's neck, what will you say?
It's
they are doing a ritual.
Well,
yeah, it was a ritual.
Are they putting the devil or taking out the devil?
He's not jumping over the Niger bridge. That's just, and he should be an experienced devil.
He looks like an experienced one.
Is there an inexperienced devil?
Yeah, you can be a new thief.
This devil,
no, but we're referring to the
this
devil.
This devil is jumping mattresses when his mates are doing 7-8 meters long jump.
I'm telling you.
Or when his mates are pushing people to do bad things.
That is the good
jumping
devil.
over.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so aside from the El Colacho, I have the sky ritual. It's in Tibet, Buddhists practice a strange sacred ritual called I don't know if I'm getting the pronunciation, but let me give the English one. Practice the sky burial. It's pronounced. The other one is spelled Jhator. I can't pronounce that. So when a body dies, they separate the body. They chop off. Yeah, they separate the body. Separation of the body and soul after a person dies. It's all about the soul, so there is no need to hang on to the body. So they take the bodies to the top of the mountain where they leave them on for scavengers or vultures to eat them. And the Buddhists even tear up their bodies into little pieces so that, it would be very easy for the vultures to do that. There are different forms of burying people. This is an interesting one.
This is not burial. This
one
just...
it's not, but... it's still...
just leave the body there for vultures
basically,
to come and tear them
because
apart.
when you realize that all through life we spend so much money, so much time on our body, and then when you die, what happens to it? Absolutely nothing. Whereas the main thing we should have been feeding was our soul, and it just roamed.
Okay. Why are you sounding spiritual?
I don't understand, though.
I'm sorry, you guys like being inspired by the Ikenga. Forgive me, I just like to be inspired by regular things.
Had to bring the Ikenga.
Because it's just upsetting. Why are you telling me like, why am I sounding spiritual? Why is it like really? There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, talking about strange rituals, adherents of Shia Islam have this very, I would not want to say strange practice. I would just say the practice that shows the depth of your passion. Now, every year for 10 days, they celebrate, they mourn the passing of the grandson of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the practice is called the Morning of Muharram. And on the final day, as the 10th day, there's the practice they call the Matam. It's a ritual where, to show their grief for the loss, you beat your chest and also hit your forehead. But some people practice this extreme way of expressing how deep their mourning is. They use very sharp objects to hit their backs and also hit their foreheads. If you do not have a lion heart, I'm very sure that you might be shaking by the video, but just sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, it's a bit graphic, so it's
Anybody would die for what they believe in, and because they believe in this, they're willing to cut themselves up this much. I hear that some of them actually cut their children up too. And so, people would,
nobody's going to touch me with any.
People are sick, in short. Let me drive from cutting and dismantling. Let me take you to this very one. Another tradition or religion again. I don't know what's happening to people these days, but thank God I'm an African and a Nigerian for that matter. This one happens in Maharashtra state of India. It's a tradition that's commonly done, tossing of babies. What they do here is when you give birth to a baby, they have to take the baby to a 15 meters tall temple. And guess what they do? They will have the ritual is believed to strengthen the children and give them good luck well into the adulthood. Wow. They throw the baby up from that height, and people will be down to catch the baby. So they said it takes out fear from the child. So when the child grows up, it becomes a man or whatever, a woman. So I don't know, guys. Please help me out with this.
Well, I think this practice is not too daring.
Yeah.
For example, if you're a Nigerian child and you have been fed with akamu, the custom where your grandma, folds your arms and your legs and turns you upside down to feed you hot akamu. I think that's
a minor.
We still have fish brain Nigerians that were tucked in and
is the baby smiling or even, I don't know what they since the whole babies are even used to the tradition.
Say, throw me,
I'm ready.
But really, it's not if babies could talk, It's not too strange. I remember my grandma, when my younger sister was giving birth to her, my cousins after me, when she bathed them, she would raise them up by the hand, by the leg, turn them upside down. And I used to ask her, why are you doing this, Mama? She says, so that they don't go fear, they go strong. The bones will be strong, the children will be fearless and stuff. And I always wondered, how does that relate
to...
And I don't think it has ever worked for you. They
will still take off, I'm telling you. Anyway, last but not least, still one of the practiced rituals around the world that is quite surprising, and you will wonder if people still practice this. It's not far from what Ginika talked about, the sky ritual, but there's a little bit of difference there. Now, this one is practiced around the Amazonian region, the Amazons there, what they also believe in separating the body from the soul. But in this case, what they do is they cremate these bodies, And because they want to keep the spirits of their dead ancestors with them, after cremating the bodies, they mix the ashes, the resultant ashes, with fermented bananas, and then they consume them. It's more like saying, I want the spirit of my ancestors to live. Exactly. Like Lion King, your ancestor lives in you.
He lives in you.
Complete highness.
Serious?
He
I was
lives
going
in
that. Real complete highness. After eating the ashes of your ancestors, when someone says, what are you high on? I'm high on my ancestors.
Can I ask you guys, what do
Seriously
you
high.
want to,
On
when you
fermented
die,
bananas,
how do you
wow.
want to be buried or disposed of?
I don't understand. Why are you taking
There's something wrong. No, I'm just asking like,
exactly.
I'm asking everyone. No, I will answer. There's nothing wrong with
I will
it.
live long
I will
to
live
see.
long to my children.
But you're not
children,
going to live
children.
forever, so when eventually you do leave
If I
this
we
die,
get
I
to
will
that
live
bridge,
like
let's
Methuselah.
cross it.
Oh wow, you guys are so
The truth is, you don't even know how you're going to be buried.
African
So your burial is
but-
not your business. It's the
but
business of
then
the people
people-
It's
around
just like
you.
asking me what I'll do with my first 1 million. Please don't even.
What is
don't
wrong
make
with
me,
that?
Don't make me angry.
This why
Allow me get
white
very
people
focused
are white
about
people.
it.
The good side of being white, though,
goodness.
not the crazy part of being white.
Anyway, while Ginika is pondering and reflecting on what we will do with her body when she
There's
passes
so many
away,
things.
we will get to so many things.
Yeah.
Ginika,
still
let's get
serious
to that
about
bit.
it.
She's serious.
Please,
Let's get
after
to
the
that
show.
bit.
Why are you guys afraid of
the
that?
the show still remains Red Eye. We have gradually come to the end of the show. But before we end the show, we would like to give you a quick recap on everything that happened today. For those who missed it, well, this is like a summary when you're writing an exam. This is a summary of what happened to the show. On the show, rather. Check this out.
Today on Red Eye, we discovered
It's a ritual that is practiced there, and in as much as it is very weird, but it's you get to ask yourself questions, a lot of questions like how it stems
Will come up over the top of them, and pass it over to the original sin, so they can count and be removed from them. Roberto says, you know what, I just started around, I'm doing it.
If he falls and his knee lands on the baby's neck, what will
well,
you say?
Do not have a lion heart. I'm very sure that you might be shaking by the video, but just sit back and enjoy.
My brother,
thank God you don't believe in it.
people are sick.
And because they want to keep the spirits of their dead ancestors with them, after cremating the bodies, they mix the ashes, the resultant ashes, with fermented bananas, and then they consume them. It's more like saying, I want the spirit of my ancestors to live. Exactly. Like Lion King, your ancestor lives in you.
He lives in you.
Serious?
He
I was
lives in
going
us.
that. Real complete highness. After eating the ashes of your ancestors, when someone says, what are you high on? I'm high on my ancestors.
Here is Red Eye.
Well, yeah, welcome back to Red Eye. The show is about to wrap up. And Ginika just reminded me that I did not introduce myself after introducing everybody. That shows how humble I am. I put my colleagues
I was just
You are a
joking.
man.
You see, I was just
You are a
joking when I
leader.
said, I wanted to hear you.
before me. But then,
laying the sacrifice shots.
like one of my lecturers back in school would say, I don't blow my trumpet, but if I don't blow it, who will? So at the end of the show, I will blow my trumpet.
The dynamite that comes in a very...
Small package.
Well, he says he has increased.
Condensed package.
Condensed and
Condensed
compressed
package.
package.
Anyway, that has been the show Red Eye today. We have moved from people who cut their ears to look like parrots to people whooping themselves for a ritual practice and people getting high on bananas and their ancestors and all sorts of things. But then Red Eye will be back again next week with lovely, lovely weird stories. Remember, you can contribute to Red Eye Show. We would really, really like to, talk about some of you's experiences in life and shows, weird stuff on Red Eye here. You can reach us via Facebook. Our Facebook page is www.facebook.com/Red Eye, and don't forget to use the hashtag. So, a goodbye message from everybody.
Be creative when you want to challenge your spouse's lover. Okay?
Yeah.
Like snake
Like what? Don't send the snake,
No,
send-
snake is fine.
Okay.
Snake is fine. I don't have a problem with it.
I think we should just go.
I'll be the
Anyway, have a lovely day
Bye.
from Red Eye. Take care.
Here is Red Eye.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.